And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This defense for the Patriots, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
1-1, ready? 11,
Now it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Here's Strong to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Mixon is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Mixon again. Yeah, this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. Mixon trying to punch it in, and this time he is in.
Yes.
Joe Mixon, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Next to score, Bengals 7, Patriots nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second down here strong once more. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Play action. It's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. And they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
line, ready?
And Burrow going to throw again. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Pats are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be sterner with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. He'll flip this out to Evans. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Wentz now to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Jones on the return. Dances by him. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd down, here's Strong once more. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
49. Trey 15. Trey 15.
To throw is Wentz. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me four. It's my turn now to make the big play. And that's exactly what he did.
Here we go. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Tighten up, tighten up.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. The Patriots at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Second down, here Strong once more. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Wentz to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play. He's got a man complete and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Patriots nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's Strong one more time. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DJ Reader in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow escaping the pressure right. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Strong. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1. It's Coleman here. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tevin Coleman taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.